Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. Welcome to the live stream. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do apologize, I'm running a little bit late. I had a Santa photo with Gucci tonight and my lovely mum. So there you go, a bit of a family thing tonight. So I've got my espresso. Literally, it's freaking 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna be buzzing all night. Can you guys hear me? Welcome to the live stream. I can see you all on my other screen. We've got James Hobbs in the house. We've got Stay Brown. What have we got here? I can't pronounce your full skip 0831. That is an awesome name. Scott Harris, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's have a look. Top sound, awesome, Patrick, that's great. Good morning, Patrick, as well from Germany. And let me know in the live chat wherever you're watching from. I'm always curious where my audience is based around the world as well. And what a freaking day it has been in the crypto markets, bulls. Literally, sorry, my iPad's actually turned off. It hasn't been charged. I've been using it all day for meetings. Crazy. So we've got everybody around the house. Oh my God. We've got Atlanta in the house, I should say. Estonia. We've got why no more Coinspot? We'll get into that maybe. We'll see how we go. Hi from the Philippines. We've got Luxembourg in the house. The UK, Great Britain. We've got the UK as well. Philippines. It's awesome to see the crypto community rally together, and to be quite honest, it's one of the freaking best communities I've ever been involved with, and it's awesome. It really is absolutely awesome. It's been a pretty tumultuous day in the crypto markets, as everyone's seen. I had some insane movements after the announcement from Binance and the Department of Justice, which again, I honestly believe was a complete setup. It's clear as daylight that it was. The way that the presentation took place today, far out, that was intense. That was very, very intense, and I think it was deliberate to just make out someone to be a bad guy. And when you really think about it and analyze things, the Department of Justice in the United States essentially never said that they misappropriated customers' funds, or CZ, or Binance never used to do that. You know, it's just, and there were also no securities labels attached to that as well. So there's a lot to go through. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. Let's have a look here. We've got TN, I believe that's Tennessee. Let's have a look here. It's noon, ready to moon. Hi Anthony. What have we got here? Mubhai from the Philippines, more power. That's awesome. How was the bank justice? Oh my God. Now I just want to say to everybody watching, there's like 105 of you at the moment. It's probably going to grow, but I do apologize about the freaking bell that was ringing on the video and the door closing. I am sorry about that. I do apologize. I run my e-commerce jewelry business, and because everybody knows around the world Black Friday and Cyber Monday are happening, I forgot to turn the freaking thing off. And I only realized it after the video had around about 3,000 views, and I was just like, oh shit. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. Everybody was getting annoyed. I immediately put up on the community tab that I was incredibly sorry and apologetic towards that, because I tell you, listening to that long video yesterday, it would have been an absolute pain in the backside. So I do apologize to everybody, guys. I really do. The doorbell, I'm going to label that the doorbell video, and I hope that doorbell, I'm pretty sure it's been switched off on the e-commerce store. But anyway, I do apologize. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, so anyway, let's get into the video, bulls, because there is a lot to talk about today. I mean, obviously everybody in the crypto community and other influencers have spoken about this today, literally all day. But you know, all of this stuff happening with CZ, with Binance, literally, you know, crashing the markets for a brief while. They are starting to return back to normal, which is actually nice. I did see some major liquidations in my 3 commas and OKX trading bots that is a given because, you know, as I said to friends and family, you really can't predict this is going to happen. I mean, when it does, it sends the markets into chaos. And I think that's a deliberate attempt, really, when you think about it. But we remain bullish. And this is why I always say never invest more than you can afford to lose. But those bots have actually made significant gains, returning back what I pretty much lost. So we'll get into that. But anyway, all the Binance news we're going to go over. Now, Stuart Alderodi, the chief legal officer, is an absolute badass when you think about it. He's just, yeah, the way he speaks about the Securities and Exchange Commission in the United States and the tweets that he was putting out today, we'll get to that in a moment as well. This is going to be a long live stream because I want to get to all of your questions as well. So yeah, look, the way Stuart Alderodi speaks about the SEC is just straight to the point and no BS, and that's incredibly bullish. Moving on, Bulls, we've got some interesting updates. Yes, I'm going to be speaking about who technically owns the majority shareholders of Coinbase, and it's pretty self-explanatory why I just believe that they wanted to take out the competition, which is Binance, right? So we'll get to that in a sec. We've got Richard Tang right here, which was appointed to the CEO position of Binance, which is really interesting as well. Crypto markets lost $60 billion following the Binance DOJ settlement, which took place. $60 billion. I'm part of that. If you're a crypto trader, you are part of that. It's just the name of the game, and we just have to deal with it. And thank you to the US regulators for that. We've got Sam Altman, obviously reinstated as CEO of OpenAI, which is going to be very interesting. We've got MtGox updates as well. Is it too late to invest in Salana? Interesting article right here. Now, we've got a conference followed by the entire cryptocurrency world has begun. We've got 4 major US government officials are announcing crypto enforcements, and I will go into the whole thing that I believe is occurring in Australia as well, and I've made this quite public on the channel and on my social media networks in relation to what happened with me in Westpac, and that was thankfully resolved, but I'll get to that in a second. Now, will the SEC basically approve a spot Bitcoin ETF following the Binance fiasco? Well, we'll get into that as well. There's a lot to go through today, so let's get into the live stream. Big shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, if you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are getting freaking insane in this space. Also, if you can give this live stream and video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that, all right? So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. It's freaking free. Kiss it, hug it, massage it, do whatever you want to do with it. I don't care. Just there it is right there somewhere on your screen. If you're on an iPhone, it's like here now or whatever, desktop. Anyway, go do that. Also, Bulls, little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, all right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we freaking hate losing, but it does happen in crypto in the blink of an eye. So please be careful. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right, formalities are out of the way. It was a bit of a late night tonight, obviously, because I had the photo shoot with everyone's little favorite Frenchie, and she's just knocked out because she was running amok in the shopping center tonight, literally owned the entire joint, which is hilarious. By the way, I'm going to relabel this video. I think it was yesterday that I'm going to label that the doorbell video, which is fucking hilarious, to be quite honest with you. I do apologize about that. The comments are like, what the hell is that bell? Answer the door. Sorry, it was hilarious. Anyway, let's get into it. Community tab. Now, this is an interesting tweet that was put out by Travis Kling back on the 16th of June, 2023, right? Have a look at this. It's absolutely crazy, but there is lots of chatter on this BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, and rightfully so. BlackRock, more or less, is the US government. Right? They've also received approval on the 575 and 576 ETF applications. One thing I'll say, there is no chance, and I mean zero, that this ETF is approved with Binance in its current position of market dominance, being the #1 crypto exchange. Well, for me anyway, it's OKX. They're very, very bullish. But check this out right here. If this ETF is approved, Binance is either gone entirely or their role in price discovery is massively diminished. If Binance holds on to its current level of influence, there is no chance of this ETF being approved. Now, all of this stuff going on at the moment today with CZ, or I should say earlier today in Australia, late evening or afternoon, maybe it was in the United States, it's pretty clear to me that this was all freaking planned. I mean, you had Janet Yellen there, you had representatives from the CFTC there, everybody was there. And by the way, I don't mean to hate on people, but I think Janet Yellen's like an alien or something, man, because like, yeah, it's just a bit weird. I don't know, strange. Anyway, we'll get into all that in a second. We had, again, $1.3 billion of users' funds withdrawn from Binance. Obviously, everyone was panicking. There was chaos in the markets. You know, that everyone was withdrawing their capital. And I should say as well that Binance literally has enough funds to pay that fine 10 times over. CZ, I think I checked his net worth today. He's worth $10 billion. So the bail that he had to pay, obviously today, the bond, I should say, was $175 million. Really? $175 freaking million to get bail, to pay the bond? And then a fine of $3 billion? I mean, whoa. And there was no allegations of misappropriation of users' funds. There was none of that. There was no securities violations whatsoever. It's a bit weird, don't you think? But anyway, he has to stay away from Binance for 3 years. He cannot be CEO. That was part of his settlement. I think he just wanted to pay them and get rid of them so that the exchange can continue and there wouldn't be disruption in the crypto markets. Very, very different scenario than it was to FTX, to be quite honest with you. And again, completely different scenario. I mean, Sam alone stole millions and billions of dollars of people's funds. He bought luxury properties, probably hid half of that cash in the Cayman Islands because his parents are tax lawyers or specialists. Anyway, full on. And yes, this was, again, 14 hours ago when they actually delivered that announcement today that CZ was going to be obviously charged for money laundering, and just nuts when you think about that. Now, yes, that was my apology yesterday for the doorbell, but we'll get into all of that in a minute. Let's go to CoinMarketCap Bulls and see what is happening right here. And I get a lot of questions as well recently in regards to Coinspot. Let's just put it this way. I've sort of ceased showing them on my channel because they don't really support Australian creators. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into more about that because I just don't want to promote people that don't support Aussie creators. That's no BS, okay? Now, total market cap, we have $1.39 trillion, $71 billion in trading volume. And just looking here, we've got Bitcoin at 51% dominance right here and 17.38% Ethereum. 27,139 cryptocurrencies. The majority of these are freaking securities. I'm going to be honest with you. I think, as Brad Garlinghouse has said, and many other people have said, that I'd say 90 to 95% of these coins will go away in the future, unless it's real utility being used by governments, institutions. And at this rate, these governments and institutions don't want us retail investors actually getting a hold of cryptocurrencies. I know from personal experience, right? Westpac, freaking nightmare. Anyway, we've got a nice build-up returning to some normalcy right here from the total crypto market cap. I mean, this was the 22nd today at 11 a.m. And I mean, it was chaos. Like, it was literally chaos. You can picture it right here. The announcement I was watching early this morning at that time, it was about 7 o'clock in the morning here. When that announcement came, bang, it just dropped like a stone. And thank you very much to those regulators who literally made millions of people lose their investments just because some institution wants to control the entire market. Anyway, let's go to the top altcoins in the portfolio. And yes, if you are new to the live stream, guys, welcome to the live stream. I do say that. Good morning. Good morning. we've got heaps of people here, which is awesome, guys. Thank you very much to those 267 people, or 450 that have started watching. It's awesome. Now, moving up, we've got LCX here, which is up in the portfolio. OMI. I haven't actually checked what's going on in the VV app, and if you have, let me know in the app store. Let me know in the live chat. VV app usually was pretty cool with some awesome NFTs, with some big partnerships like Cartoon Network. They had Disney in there at one point, Marvel as well. Some pretty cool stuff. So I have to check on what's going on there. AMP as well, AGIX, we've got Ethereum up, and Nexra. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. Now, let's go to crypto bubbles. I know a lot of people hate this, but I like it because it's visual, it's colorful, it's cool. Now, the Wall Street Bull University, right? This is my official Patreon page. Sorry, it's a bit glitchy at the moment. I don't know why. Awesome community, bulls. I put a lot of information in here, and by the way, there's like a lot more people in here now. I don't even know why this just keeps glitching, but this community is growing every single day. I love speaking with everybody in here literally every single day. I put up buys, my sells, my trades, my indicators, bots, 3 commas bots. I've got full 15-minute videos plus in there to how to set these things up, because they are quite complicated if you don't understand. Also, I put up all of the bots on 3 commas that I'm trading with, and you can basically copy them directly in here, which is really nice as well. Also, one thing, bulls, that I did get started on YouTube from dividend stock investing. So my very first video on YouTube is hilarious. And yeah, just to say the least, I was a little bit less confident speaking in front of a camera, but now it's just become second nature. It's amazing how things grow and progress, and it's freaking awesome, to be honest with you. But yeah, dividend investing. So it's all goes up in here, my dividend stock buys every single week, and I'm just slowly building that portfolio up. And again, I love speaking with everybody in this community. And also there is now, and probably a couple of weeks ago, the live chat feature where I can literally just send a message and everybody will get that, and we can talk to each other, we can send each other pictures and stuff. It's freaking awesome. I love it. And I'd safely say that I'm putting up stuff here that would be considered financial advice on YouTube. So hence the reason why I have the Patreon, so I don't get in trouble by the big people watching above here on YouTube. So go join up in there. It's bullish as F. Now I'm going to show you my 3 commas bots. You're going to freak. Like it was some big liquidations, okay? Now, obviously I made a significant investment into my 3 commas bots. Now, this debacle was all as a result of Westpac stopping my funds, as you can see up the top here, right? I made a significant transfer in the portfolio, and this is where Westpac completely blocked it. Now, that was going to Coinspot to transfer out to OKX, because you can't just transfer onto OKX directly with cash yet. But so this is what happened, and the Westpac Bank essentially stopped that withdrawal taking place, wiped me out from my entire bank account, literally could not even see a balance. I was told by Westpac Bank that I was not able to access any money whatsoever. I could use the cards, couldn't see if there was any charges, nothing. I couldn't see any balances. It was a freaking disaster, absolutely horrible. Literally got told by their fraud department at one stage that I would not be able to use anything to do with Westpac services. And I was like, okay. Then the other day, like I mentioned in the video, and I'm saying it again because of the bells and the doors closing on that video, that I went to the branch, and again, I spoke to the branch manager who was looking after that place at the time. Then basically put me on hold. It's funny because the branch manager actually has to ring the fraud department. The fraud department got me in a boardroom and got me into an interview. I had to go through the 3rd degree to answer so many questions. What I knew about cryptocurrencies, did I know the risks, what's my trading experience, a whole range of questions. Then they got me to sign a waiver to say that they're not liable. It's just a freaking disaster. At that point, then I said, well, can I just withdraw my funds now? Once that was the account was unblocked, I subsequently did that. And yeah, I literally had to stay on the phone with the fraud department on the loudspeaker and make sure that transaction actually went through. So it was a freaking disaster, put it that way. And there are many, many people around Australia, and I should say probably around the world, that are getting restrictions from banks as well. So just bear that in mind. They most likely have limits on how much you can send out of the bank at one time. So just check that before you do. And some banks that I have been seeing my Patreon members tell me, like ING here in Australia, I'm not paid to say this shit, by the way. ING Bank here in Australia seems to be a little bit more crypto friendly. National Australia Bank, or NAB, who is a Ripple partner, by the way, is obviously much more crypto friendly as far as I'm concerned. There are some others as well, like Macquarie Bank as well. But yeah, Westpac, not a good move, man. Bendigo Bank as well. ANZ's cracking down on it. It's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and this is why I'm looking into something with a crypto debit card as well, Bull. So keep that one posted. I'll keep you guys posted on that because there's something bullish coming. Where basically, if you're trading with 3 commas and OKX and you're seeing those gains, you can just essentially use that crypto debit card. So stay tuned. And by the way, there are some companies out there that are literally commenting their products or services on my Twitter post from that Westpac Bank incident that occurred, and trying to get people to subscribe. Please ignore them. I don't endorse their products, and it really pisses me off that they do that, and I think I caught them out trying to do that. So don't mess with the bull, all right? So I don't stuff around with that shit. Anyway, let's get into here. 3 commas. Now, there is a Black Friday sale happening with 3 commas. There's some seriously big discounts occurring as well. So I'll reshare that in the community tab. There's like 60% off the full yearly subscription on this. You can either choose to do that, buy out the whole year, or you can do a monthly subscription, which is what I personally do, and you will receive a decent percentage off on that as well. All the referral links are below for 3 commas. Now, again, I'm trading big. For me anyway, it's big money. I've got multiple bots set up on 3 commas. This is the application on your phone, which I like to monitor. And it was really easy for me today when the market was going like, when it was dropping like crazy. The app essentially allowed me to switch off the bots, the long positions, because I was getting liquidated like crazy. So I managed to switch those long positions off. I'm not sure what's going on. My internet connection is terrible. Literally terrible in this place. I don't even know why, but you can essentially check all your bots, switch them on and off, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now, I am trading long and short positions on here. Let's just have a look. No, okay, just wants to do this. Let's just have a look here. Let's go to enabled. Okay, live TV, guys, live YouTube videos, and my shit's not working here. Anyway, so it's my internet. Here we go. All right, it works. Anyway, I'm trading multiple altcoins, all right? So I'm essentially got bots that are trading literally all the perpetual futures contracts on OKX, Bullish exchange, Bullish. Now, they are running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So all of these bots that I'm trading are trading with 15x leverage. Now, that is extremely high. It may not seem like a lot, but it is really, really high leverage. I do not recommend it. It is risky, just putting that out there. So as you can see, when the crash with CZ and Binance was occurring today, I literally was switched all of these long bots off because, again, I was getting liquidated. Now, I only maintained the multi-bots because you can trade with multi-bots, which allows you to trade the entire perpetual futures contracts on OKX, or you can trade as many as you like. So it's pretty cool, guys. Yes, long and short as well. Let me just scroll back up here. Now, I've linked these all on the Patreon as well. I've got my ISO bot. I've got my layer 1 coins, the motherload, I've called it, which is hilarious, but these bots have been making some crazy gains. Now, this is essentially my all perpetual short and long position. So I'm trading both ways on an RSI indicator on a 3-minute time frame, taking 1.5% profits. For me, that's enough. Like 1.5% profits. These things run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop. They do not stop. If you want them to stop, you've got to stop the bots on here, then make them stop on OKX. Close out your deals if you want to stop them. So, long and short, these 2 bots alone in the last couple of weeks were literally making me probably close to $1,000 to $2,000 a day. No BS. All right, so I've been using 3 commas now for over 2+ years. I'd say probably close to 2.5 years. I was using it on Binance. However, using standard spot grid trading. So just making that clear, I wasn't able to trade. We actually can't trade with leverage or margin, I should say, in Australia unless you are fully blown regulated, which is annoying, but OKX does allow that. So can be used on other exchanges as well. Now, Let's go to OKX, okay? As you can see right here, this is the portfolio. This is my actual account. I'm down $5,345 today. $5,000 down, okay? This is no BS. This morning when I woke up having my espresso, this was down to nearly, I'd say, $13,000 down today, which was just nuts when you think about that. On the week, I'm still up $3,000. That's 6.16%. On the month, I'm still up 14,000, which is still insane. That's 38.84%. In 6 months right here, $29,563. That's 128% return, which is just nuts. So, I mean, this is just crazy, these percentages. This is why I love 3 commas and OKX, because again, I can trade with leverage. But if you see right here, I have so many bots set up trading for me 24 hours a day. I have 709 orders in the book ready to be triggered, obviously opening, closing positions, and 254 positions currently open at the moment, trading the market for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is unbelievable. Now, if you were to do this day trading, bulls, you would not be able to do this. It's just not possible. So this is the reason why I love 3 commas. Now, moving to the position history, this is where it's going to get pretty rough because, yes, there were a few liquidations, but these bots are trading their way back up to profit, straight up, okay? So you can see right here, this one on God's USDT was liquidated. I'm not even concerned about that. I'm just letting the bots do their thing. And mainly in the green, we had a liquidation here on IMX as well. Anyway, you get the idea. All of this is in the Patreon, bulls. Very, very bullish with OKX. So go check it out. The Wall Street Bull University is linked below. Now let's go to Crypto Bubbles and have a look at what's going on here. Now, isn't it funny that FTT is absolutely pumping today, up 37%. I stayed right the hell away from this. I'm not even interested in it. I'm not even interested in trading FTT. Don't want anything to do with Sam Bankman-Fried, bulls, because why? I mean, just no way. There's no chance. Anyway, the other big gain is 23% today. That is Blur. That is at 44 cents at the moment. And nice gains, nice gains. Let's have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look here. And I'm getting some errors here for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let me just have a look. Let me close this out here, guys. 1 second. Okay, I think I'm going to make the computer a bit faster now. I don't think I need a new PC. Anyway, let's have a look at some gains. I should say some dollar cost averaging buying opportunities that I'm personally looking at. One of them is Salana at $54 at the moment, down 3.4%, 8.2% on the week. It's down, still up 83% on the month, which is crazy. We also have XDC. Not many people are speaking about this. Currently trading at 4 cents. Still incredibly undervalued. It's up 102% on the year, which is really nice to see that. We have Quant, 98 US dollars. This thing's been underperforming literally all year, and it has less of a supply than Bitcoin, which is nice, absolutely nice. Bulls, let me know if you can hear me, by the way. The video, is it still good, guys? Because I'm getting warnings everywhere from YouTube. It's weird. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me properly, and there's no lag. Just looking on my screen. Let me know. Let's have a look at some Wolfurion's buffering. Okay, all right, I think we're okay for the moment. I'm just going to keep continuing on here. Let's have a look. Moving down, bulls, we have some other dollar cost averaging opportunities. Awesome, thanks guys, I can appreciate that. Now Litecoin, yeah, I do hold Litecoin. The halving obviously happened as well with Litecoin, 67 US dollars, which is nice. And of course VeChain, I am bullish on VeChain, and it's nice to see it actually, you know, maintaining a stable coin level, to be quite honest with you. And of course XRP, that is a freaking given right here, 59 cents, which is really nice as well. Really, really nice to see that. Still incredibly bullish, 66% all year, which is nice. Now, I'm going to get into the news because this is interesting, but Chief Legal Officer reacts to Binance scandal right here, and this is Stuart Alderotti. He rips the SEC to shreds, and I absolutely love it, but the US Justice Department issued a press release headline, Binance CEO plead guilty to federal charges. Just freaking joke if you ask me. In $4 billion resolution. In addition to the $4 billion resolution, Binance founder CZ stepped down as CEO, and Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderodi reacted to the news by saying the Binance resolution of anti-money laundering violations is a necessary step to bring the crypto industry into compliance, right? And I agree with that, okay? I do agree with that. With these important laws and safeguards, big banks all went through some version of this years ago. Yes, they did. Now, Alderodi highlighted that the DOJ charges did not include securities laws violations, which is good, or suggest Binance-supported securities trading. Massive. Now, the Ripple chief legal officer did note that the SEC was absent from the Binance deal, saying, interesting, right? The Treasury and CFTC joined the DOJ in the Binance deal. The SEC did not and was glaringly absent. Why were they absent, right? From the stage today, this sends a clear message that the agency under Gensler has not only become an outlier globally, but an outlier within its own government. There you go. And the SEC, like a petulant child, right? I love this stuff, right? The petulant child who can't stand being ignored, tweeted, obviously, its misguided suit against Kraken at 3 p.m. Eastern Time today, the exact time the DOJ press conference regarding Binance was scheduled to begin. Truly second-hand embarrassment at the juvenile behavior. And remember, the SEC's fabricated term crypto asset securities is nowhere to be found in the DOJ case against Binance because it has no meaning under law. The courts have been very clear that tokens themselves are not securities. Bullish, all right? Love Stuart Alderodi. That's awesome, mate. And again, XRP was not listed as a security at all in the latest SEC filing against Kraken. People have to realize this as well, because XRP is not a freaking security. It is a commodity, finally. Now, moving on right here, interesting again, yes, I've gone through all the whole thing with Binance and CZ, and, he pled guilty to the charges, which I think is, just him saying piss off to the SEC and the regulators. He's got enough money to do it anyway. That's FU money. And I think this just, these people wanted to take him down. Now, if we come to this, I just should say, I do apologize. I did some research on this, but Coinbase Class A stock price right here, institutional ownership of the share and shareholders. The largest holders of this are the following right here. Let's have a look. We have Vanguard, ARK Investment Management, BlackRock, many ARK Investment Strategies companies as well. We have Vanguard Total Stock Market Fund, Index Fund, Investor Shares as well. So basically you've got Vanguard and BlackRock that own Coinbase. So of course it's interesting that they would, not interesting, I should say. It's more clear as daylight that they're just trying to destroy the competition. It happens in any industry, but this particular industry, BlackRock wants complete control of the crypto market. And it's just funny that they, after this announcement today, the market literally crashed. But I should say that it's held up quite well, including BNB token as well. It's actually held up quite well. We have the new CEO from Binance as well. Meet Richard Tang, a premier on the new CEO, world's largest crypto exchange, which is nice as well. And Richard Tang, a Singaporean industry veteran poached by Binance in 2021 to bolster its global compliance work, succeeded CZ today as the chief executive officer of the world's largest crypto exchange. And Tang, who first joined Binance as CEO of Binance Singapore, was only appointed as the head of regional markets as recently as May this year, which is not long ago. Following roles including head of the MENA, in a statement released today, Binance said Tang has held roles looking after MENA region and the European region, and ultimately all regions outside the United States, which is nice. And prior to joining Binance, Tang served as the CEO of Financial Services Regulatory Authority at Abu Dhabi Global Market. He also has served as the Chief Regulatory Officer at SGX, where he led the regulation division in charge of policy framework relating to listing, trading, and clearing activities. Now, Tang also has extensive regulatory experience right here. He worked for 13 years at the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the finance watchdog, with roles including Director of Corporate Finance, including, obviously, according to his LinkedIn page, which is interesting. So he knows his stuff. That's good. That is really good. CZ's just going to have to take a holiday for 3 years. Now, again, we had $60 billion in liquidations because of the Department of Justice settlement today, which is just crazy. And the primary crypto tried at its hand at taking down $38,000 level once again on Monday, but following a few days of sideways trading at around $36,000, and currently trading at around about the same price as well at the moment. But it registered a massive nosedive this morning, again because of that announcement. And yes, I had to switch off a few bots, but now they're back on because the market is picking itself up. So again, Binance BNB's coin is actually holding up quite well. It really is. Now, we have Sam Altman that has been reinstated to OpenAI as well as CEO, which is interesting because, you know, the whole WorldCoin thing was a thing for a moment. That's gone quiet, but it's still in my portfolio. So there you go. Now, MtGox as well to distribute $5.65 billion to rehabilitation creditors shortly, which is going to be interesting. In the Tokyo-based crypto exchange that collapsed in 2014, MtGox has notified some of its creditors that it would begin repaying them shortly. I like that word. And the company that postponed the repayment deadline on multiple occasions now apparently plans to start them before 2023. There you go. That's going to be crazy. In the following weeks and months, creditors will receive 142,000 Bitcoin, which is just nuts, but 69 billion, I think that's yen right here, worth more than $5.67 billion in total, which is a lot of money. Moving on, bulls, let's have a look here. Is it too late to invest in Salana? I honestly don't think it is, and if it keeps, you know, staying around these levels, I'm just going to keep dollar cost averaging into it, bulls. Let me have a look here. I think that warning's gone away on my page. Let me just check here, guys, just making sure that that is all clear. Let me know, guys. Anyway, Salana has witnessed a remarkable 375% surge year to date, which is insane, outperforming Bitcoin's 131% rise. Yet its price dropped to $54.07, and potentially offering an entry point right now for investors, as it's currently around 21% below its 3-month high of $67, and I'm definitely bullish on that. And however, the price is irrelevant. And I do agree with that. Its fundamentals of the project and risk to reward ratio don't align with one investing strategy. That's true. Salana is a blockchain project to design a high performance and scalable platform for decentralized applications, or dApps, and cryptocurrencies. It aims to address some of the scalability and speed limitations faced by other blockchain networks like Ethereum. And I can safely say that Ethereum, I'm sick and tired of using it because the gas fees are just ridiculous. Now, again, I'm extremely bullish on Salana. I'm dollar cost averaging into it. And I don't know if anyone saw that video with Raoul Pal, but honestly, if that doesn't make you bullish, go watch it. He basically says, don't F this up. Now, there is a conference followed by the entire crypto world has begun right here. You've got 4 major US government officials are announcing crypto enforcements. And the major cryptocurrency enforcement conference has begun, attended by Attorney General Merrick B. Garland, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, the alien, sorry. And we've got Attorney General Lisa Monaco right here, and CFTC Chairman Rostin Benham right here. And here are the important highlights from the live conference, and that took place today. I'm going to play you that in a second on X. Will the SEC approve a spot Bitcoin ETF following this Binance fiasco? Who the hell knows with Gary Gensler? He should be removed from office. Gary Gensler needs to be removed from office. He, last I checked, he's appointed for until 2026. How convenient. 2026. Now, there is no chance, I mean zero, that an ETF is approved with Binance in its current position. I just read this to you guys as well. This is Travis Kling. And is it good news or bad news? And recall the company settled money laundering charges with the US Department of Justice, agreeing to pay a whopping $4.3 billion today, which is just nuts. And at first glance, a turbulence surrounding Binance seems like a bearish factor that could play a negative role in the crypto market. However, some individuals think that the recent drama might actually benefit the sector, Bitcoin particularly. One such person, again, is Travis Kling, which I just read you then. And this is all to do with the Bitcoin ETFs coming out and control over the market. Anyway, let's go to cryptometer.io, bulls, and have a look at what's going on here. We've got money flowing into Ethereum, BNB. We have Salana, XRP, Dogecoin. I still hold a decent position in Doge. I sold a big position in that and put it into Bitcoin when the 2021 bull market was here. We've got money going into Matic. We have Near Protocol, which is getting listed on Binance in Japan. So there you go. You've got Litecoin, Cardano, and TRX as well, which is nice to see that. Now let's get into something else as well down here. The Bitcoin Rainbow. I haven't been on this website for a very long time. And let's see if it has a mind of its own. But we are still creeping up there, guys. Let's just bring this down. We've come back up a lot here on this Bitcoin Rainbow chart. Let me just see where we're at now. We're at an accumulation phase. Now, I remember this being well below that blue line rate, that basically a fire sale. So it is slowly creeping up to the next bull market, which is really nice to see that. So go check that out. It's really cool. Bitcoin Rainbow. Go and have a look. Let's go to X, because there is a lot on here, bulls. A lot of stuff coming out today. A lot of it to do with Binance. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Thank you to all of those people who follow me on X. And also who supported me with Westpac. That was wild to see that, literally to the point where I think Westpac's social media manager, who manages their X account, was getting hundreds of tweets. Hundreds, literally hundreds of tweets. It's insane. Thank you very much. That was really incredible. It's just amazing how we, the crypto community, rally around everyone and support each other. There's not many industries that do that. Now, XRP Captain, thank you for this tweet. And by the way, my XRP skull rings, guys, and I've got Bitcoin ones in there, the jewelry. The link is on my X page. It is Black Friday. There is 40% off that. You can grab one of these pieces as well. And you can basically use that code to grab yourself a bull ring if you want. When I hit 100,000 subscribers, I am literally going to give one of these away. This is no BS. These are solid sterling silver rings. And if you haven't been on my website, go and have a look. It's actually been 10 years since I've been running this business, so a long time. Go grab yourself one. You can get 40% off, and they're all custom made to order. No BS. Now, we've got rumors that XRP potentially will list XRP in Q1 of 2024. That is huge. That's going to be incredible. Price glitches. Thank you, Emily, for this one. 37,000 US dollars here listed on, we have Bybit. Another glitch occurring as well, bulls. Has anyone seen this? This is insane. Look at that. Look at that. $37,131. Maybe it's a sign. Who knows? But I'm telling you now, if that happens, look out, because I think there's going to be a lot of super yacht orders coming through, to be honest with you. But yeah, you'd need to join the Patreon below to see how you can actually generate more cash flow from that. Anyway, that's just insane. Crazy, crazy stuff. Michael Saylor, have a listen to this, bulls. Let me just sort out my volume here. This is insane. Have a listen to this.
Of its value over 100 years.
Look at this.
It's on a path to be worth $100 million, which means that the US dollar will have lost 99.9% of its value over 100 years. Warren Buffett knows this. Charlie, basically, the answer is you shouldn't have any money in a bank. You're basically losing 7% of all your wealth every year in a good year. If it's the dollar, you're losing 15% of your wealth in a not good year. It's on a path.
There you go. It's basically saying it's on a path to $100 million. That is mind blown right here. Now we've got Yellen, everybody's favorite, Janet Yellen. Have a look at this.
Today and for the future, if virtual currency exchanges and financial technology firms wish to realize the tremendous benefits of being part of the U.S. financial system and serving U.S. customers, they must play by the rules. And if they do not, the U.S. government will take action. Today's announcement shows the Treasury is prepared to use all of its tools to carry out its crucial mandate of combating illicit finance and protecting the U.S. financial system, and this will make all of us safer. Let me be clear.
Hang on a minute, right? Seriously, right? This is a joke, okay? We have congressmen and women that have been drilling Gary Gensler for a very long time. And Janet Yellen is stating that the technological advancements or whatever, the tech innovation companies need to abide by the rules. What freaking rules? What rules are there? There are no rules at the moment. This is just pure regulation by enforcement and obviously manipulation when you think about it, right? Am I wrong? Let me know in the live chat what you think about this, by the way. Seriously, serious question. There are no freaking rules. And when you look at Ripple and XRP and fighting the SEC, Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderodi, Chris Larson, David Schwartz have all been saying, where are the freaking rules? Stop regulating by enforcement. Seriously. What the F? Anyway, CZ from Binance, this was 19 hours ago. Find an industry that will change the world. Truth. Then find something you love to do in that industry. Truth. Then enjoy working on it every waking minute. And that is what I love to do on this YouTube channel. I enjoy this. I enjoy making my jewelry business. I enjoy the real estate and property business. I enjoy everything that I do. It's an absolute pleasure and an honor to do this. So, definitely don't take it for granted. But Larry Fink, man, I reckon he's up to something. Look at him. He's definitely up to something, Bulls. There you go, Mr. Larry Fink. Larry Fink right here. Anyway, moving on. Yes, this is CZ on a $4 billion Binance settlement, man. He's got well and truly enough capital to cover that. That's just like chump change for Binance. So that's, he's just like, yep, pay him off. I'll take 3 years holiday, go relax. And he'll probably come back after 3 years, I think, anyway. The Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 71. Yes, that is yours truly. And Altcoin Daily, big fan of your channel. I'm a fan of everyone's crypto channel. I like to support the community, and obviously, if Bitcoin ETF is approved, it could skyrocket to 141,000 US dollars, which is insane. And this was 2 hours ago, but former Binance CEO CZ plans to speak at a town hall meeting, which is going to be interesting. I think the world's media is going to be there, to be honest. Let's have a look here as well. And I'm going to read the statement from CZ as well, but he's basically said the following, because I think this is very important. There's a lot to talk about today. But today I stepped down as CEO from Binance. Admittedly, it was not an easy thing to let go emotionally. But I know it is the right thing to do, and I made mistakes, and I must take responsibility. Very different to Sam Bankman-Fried, don't you think? Just putting it out there, right? This is the best for our community, for Binance and for myself. Binance is no longer a baby, and it's time to let it walk and run. I know Binance will continue to grow and excel with the deep bench it has. I'm pleased to announce that Richard Tang, our now former global head of regional markets, has been named as the new CEO for Binance today. Richard is a highly qualified leader, and with over 3 decades of financial services and regulatory experience, he will navigate the company through its next period of growth. He will ensure Binance delivers our next phase of security, transparency, compliance, and growth. Prior to joining Binance, Richard was CEO of Financial Services Regulatory Authority in Abu Dhabi, Chief Regulatory Officer of Singapore Exchange, and Director of Corporate Finance in the Monetary Authority of Singapore. With Richard and the entire team, I am confident that the best days for Binance and crypto industry lay ahead. As a shareholder and former CEO with historical knowledge of our company right here, I will remain available to the team to consult as needed. That's good. And consistent with the framework set out in the US agency resolutions. What's next for me? This is what he's doing. I will take a break. First, I have not had a single day off, real day off, phone off break for the last 6.5 years. This is what it actually takes to be an entrepreneur. I feel that. I really do. After that, my current thinking is I probably do some passive investing, being a majority token shareholder in startups in areas of blockchain, Web3, DeFi, AI, and biotech. And I'm happy that I will finally have more time to spend looking at DeFi, which is nice, decentralized finance. I can't see myself being CEO driving a startup again. I'm content being a one-shot lucky entrepreneur. Should there be listeners, I may be open to being coach/mentor to a small number of upcoming entrepreneurs privately. If for nothing else, I can at least tell them what not to do. On that note, I'm proud to point out that in our resolutions with the US agencies, they do not allege that Binance misappropriated any user funds. Very different to FTX, okay? They do not allege that Binance engaged in any market manipulation. There you go. Funds are safe, okay? With that, I look forward to seeing the new leadership take the reins. Please join me in congratulating Richard on his well-deserved promotion. That is insane. That post alone has had 17 million views, which is incredible. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. And I put out a couple of tweets today as well. I went a bit crazy. But I said, yes, there is need for crypto regulation. There is for sure. But there is a correct way of doing it. Sit down and actually get it done. This needs to happen. They actually need to sit down, have a discussion with, you know, the community out there in general, the projects that are building out the new payment rails for the future, actually helping and working with banks. Sit down and start forming a framework for regulations, like grown adults, rather than just, you know, probably getting brown paper bags by some people in the financial world, or maybe Wall Street, who knows, and regulating by enforcement. It's ridiculous. And, you know, they really don't publicize these cases, do they, on mainstream media? I mean, this is 20 banks that I found personally today. We had HSBC in 2012, money laundering. Wells Fargo, money laundering. Danske Bank in Denmark, money laundering. Standard Chartered, money laundering. We have Deutsche Bank, money laundering. ING Bank, fined for deficiencies in anti-money laundering procedures. Westpac, everyone knows my feelings about that, faced legal action and paid a record fine of anti-money laundering breaches. Credit Suisse, we had Commerzbank right here in Germany, Barclays, Rabobank, we have BNP Paribas right here, money laundering. UBS in Switzerland, money laundering. You had Societe Generale in France, money laundering. Raiffeisen Bank in Austria, forgive me if I'm pronouncing these wrong, it's difficult. Bank of China, we have Mitsuo Bank in Japan, Swedbank in Sweden, we have Coutts & Co in the United Kingdom, and of course National Australia Bank, which again, it seems to be a little bit crypto friendly at the moment, I don't know. But I mean, come on. You don't see these publicly publicized like they did with cryptocurrencies, do you? Seriously, they had everyone lined up on that TV screen today looking all, you know, serious and stuff about cryptocurrencies, didn't they? Interesting. And yes, I reckon I am going to piss off a few banks tonight, but I don't really care because I'm over their fractional reserve banking system whereby, you know, they solely rely on people like yourself and myself, everybody we know, the whole world does it. They rely on depositors, and then we get stuff all interest for that money that we put in the bank, our hard-earned cash. Mind you, the minute we put it in there, it's not ours. I experienced that firsthand. The money's not ours. And then they go and lend it out at a higher interest rate when they give us maximum probably 3% on a long-term account or a high interest-bearing account, which you actually have to lock into the bank for a period of 12 months. And you call cryptocurrencies a Ponzi scheme. What the F? Seriously. And yeah, the money's not ours. Legit. When you put your money in a bank, it is not yours. And if you do something wrong or, you know, somewhat looks like it's going to be something, they'll just completely lock you out, man. It's unbelievable. Now, we've gone over Stuart Alderodi. We've got Paul Garrall from Coinbase. Meanwhile, in the Third Circuit today, the SEC filed an update in our petition for rulemaking. You can read it for yourself, but I'm happy to translate it. Still dragging our feet. This is the SEC. Please give us yet more unlimited time to actually do something. We appreciate the court's consideration. What the F? Seriously. Now we have some FUD coming out in Altcoin Daily. Thank you for this video from Bloomberg. Have a listen. This is the kind of shit they're putting out to the crypto world to scare people, investors, mums, dads, you know, retail investors. Have a listen to this.
How much of a cloud is there over the industry still? It's yet another stunning blow to the crypto industry. CZ is the biggest name in crypto right now. Binance is the largest crypto exchange by trading volume in the world. So this is a major hit for an industry that's just been beset by scandals and scams.
Yeah, absolutely. And for more, we're joined by...
Insane, man. I just can't believe it. Yeah, inverse Kramer's working perfectly. Literally calling it this base. It's just the complete opposite happens every freaking time. It's just, is that a coincidence? Is there a glitch in the matrix? Maybe. This is a long live stream, by the way. We're going to get to your questions at the end. So if you have the questions, leave them in the live chat and I'll get to them. I see all of them. We'll get to them. Look at this. Jim Cramer to CZ. Do you feel reassured by Binance as I do? And CZ goes basically, oh, Jim, please don't use Binance for the sake of everyone else. And of course, look what happened. Stay away from any other thing else, mate. But apparently the SEC met with Grayscale today for a spot Bitcoin ETF listing. So that's very interesting as well. Janet Yellen. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm over it. BNY Mellon has appointed as transfer agent for Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF as well, which is enormous. Very, very nice. And yes, basically we have an clear as daylight, Scaramouche, the mooch, basically saying and confirming what I was going to say as well, but no customers were hurt by Binance's misdeeds. Suffice to say, huge difference from FTX. Reason why Sam is going to jail for decades and CZ is going to be drinking pina coladas on a beach somewhere. He's probably going to be chilling out in Miami. Who knows? And that's the absolute truth. It is the absolute truth, okay? Now, we checked the reserves on Binance. Yes, there are people pulling out their funds from there. I mean, that's understandable. You should not keep your cryptos on exchanges in general. Get a cold crypto wallet storage. I personally use an Algorand Titan. I've had a ledger, but I'm comfortable with the bigger screen on my Algorand Titan, and I quite like that because it's air-gapped. Literally no internet connection whatsoever. You scan your QR codes. It's as safe as anything. So, as far as I'm concerned anyway, I have no issues with mine. And I just want to point out as well, if you do go buy these crypto cold storage wallets, whether it's a Trezor, a Ledger, an Algorand, or whatever you've got your cryptos on, please buy them from official websites. Do not buy them from Amazon. Do not buy them from eBay. Go to the actual website themselves to buy your crypto cold storage wallets, okay? And once you've got that, please don't lose your seed phrase. With the Algorand, it comes with a mnemonic plate where you can put them in, and you store that safe somewhere in a safe or vault, wherever you've got somewhere secure. So just be mindful of that. Don't lose your crypto seed phrases, please. Please be careful with them. Give them to your next of kin, whatever, someone you trust. Very important. Now, let's go back to CoinMarketCap, and then I'm going to get to your questions because I've got quite a few of them. I've been watching the comments. This is my banking portfolio list. I'll post this up many times in the Patreon, as always. The Patreon is linked below, Bulls. But yes, Bitcoin is a part of that. We have Ethereum, XRP, Salana. We've got Cardano, Chainlink, AVAX, XLM, Hedera, Quant, Algorand, XDC, IOTA, Casper, Flare. We've got WorldCoin. As much as I don't like the iris taking scans of our eyeballs, I think it's freaking weird, but okay. It is part of the QFS banking coin list. You can go look that up. You will see this list. Celo, Nextra, Energy Web Token, because carbon credits are all going to be a thing now. We're going carbon neutral by 2030. So that is coming. Constellation DAG, LCX. We have Solargenic as well. Electronium is part of the Digital Pound Foundation with Quant and Ripple. We've got SHX, Mobi, and Corium is an interesting one as well on the list. But guys, really, really bullish on these coins. These are the ones that are building out the new payment rails for the future. But that is it, Bulls. I want to get to your questions, and I have to keep doing this with my phone because my battery's going to die, which is an absolute pain. But let's get into here. If you have any questions, shoot them through, Bulls. I'll have a quick look at them. Let's just go scroll up here. We've got a lot of people from around the world that have tuned in. 1,781 people, which is insane. It's awesome. Thank you so much. We've got Canada in the house. A lot of questions on the bots. We've got how are the bots on the downturn today? Will be interesting to gauge if the bots are riding the trends or making their own way in the market. Yeah, look, the bots are doing well. As I mentioned earlier in the live stream, let's just have a look at what they're doing now and check up on that. Let's just go back and have a look. Okay, we're still at 5.4 down. Again, I literally went up 8,000. Like this was today at 10:50 a.m. The portfolio dropped down to 39K and just scrolled up to 47. So that's around about what, an $8,000 return, and that's during these volatile markets from this morning. So the bots do work. I don't put BS on my channel, but again, with the bots, please, if you're going to start this stuff, do not use leverage unless you're comfortable with it. And more to the point, don't trade with leverage. I don't recommend it. I can't recommend it because it is really risky. And you know, you got to be careful with liquidations. And the higher the leverage you go, the more chance you're going to get liquidated pretty quickly. So, but they have been working, and honestly, for the last couple of weeks, it's just been insane. Like it really has. So, Really, really interesting. And let's have a look. Sean Reynolds right here. Do we think Tether is actually next? And does this mean a good things for LCX in the grand scheme of things? Yeah, look, I don't know. I think Tether's going to be way too big to fail. It's just, I mean, you think about it. If USDT collapses, it's just going to be insane. I don't think so. CZ will be back, yes, in 3 years, Scott, for sure. Let's have a look. We've got Frox7712. I'm holding XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR until mass adoption. That's awesome. I love those. So we've got Ryan Toby, Gold Coast. Hello from the D. I'm not sure what that is. Good morning, good evening. Let's have a look. Where are you from, mate? Melbourne, Australia. And by the way, it's been freaking freezing in Melbourne. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's supposed to be like spring coming into summer. And it's been really weird. I don't know. Hopefully the weather's good in the next couple of weeks. Keep scrolling down. Love the Yukon. We have hi from the White Horse, Yukon, Canada. That's awesome. I'd love to visit there. It's getting cold in Canada. Time for you snowbirds to come out to Miami. There you go. Let's have a look here. We are changing to the QFS, bro. Yes, I agree, John. 100% we are changing to the QFS system. Hi from Sydney. How you going, Rebecca? Hi from France. Thank you. Forgive me, I cannot pronounce your name. I don't want to mess it up, but thanks for the good news. Makes me very happy. Hope to become rich soon. I think that's everyone in the same boat. Relax. All but free. Okay, so everyone's confirming. I'm just going down the list. Do you believe the SEC approved the Bitcoin ETF? I'm seeing a lot of FUD. Yes, I do, Jazz. I really do. BlackRock has so many ETFs out there, as well as all of the other institutions as well. Of course, they're going to get approved. Let's have a look here. Why isn't the coin's names not crashing like XRP? It's very interesting, right? In actual fact, let's just have a look at the Binance coin. It's down to $235. Let's just have a look in 24 hours. Yeah, it has had a bit of a hit, but still overall, it's still slightly in the green in the last hour. So there you go. Very, very interesting. Let's have a look. Do you think Salana will hit $180? If it's anything by Raoul Powell, and I mean, even Kathy Woods is bullish on it as well. I do believe Solana's going to have a run up like Ethereum did in the previous bull market. I really do believe that. There's a lot going on the Solana network, and the transactions and low costs, bullish. Let's have a look here. We have some other questions. Quick one. I've Casper, but worried 2021, 22, it made a 2-year net loss of 190 million. Is this normal? Anything to worry about? You're referring to Casper Crypto. Let's have a look at it quickly, Bulls, while I'm on the live stream. CSPR. It has been a bit volatile today. Of course, everything has. The last 30 days, it's still up 5%. On the 90 days, down 10%. Let's have a look all time. It's still down 97%. And that was at around about, what do we got here, 78 cents. Let's have a look at some tokenomics down here. Fully diluted market cap is 396 million. Circulating is 11.4. Total's 12.17. Market cap at the moment is 373 million, which is interesting. So I'm very, very bullish on Casper as well. They are working with IBM, building out the quantum computers, and obviously working with Alphabet, Google, which is bullish as well. So yes, let's have a look. We have the US in the house. Welcome. We have Casper long-term hold for profit. Yes, I agree. Have you heard about the sharing right here? It's an Australian company. They just got certified in the UK, Trusted Digital Identity Service Provider. Interesting. No, I haven't. I have to look that up. Let's have a look. Hey man, do you see ETH going to 2.5k this year? Yes, for sure. There's a lot of ETFs coming out with Ethereum as well. He's the favorite child of Gary Gensler. So yeah, I think that will definitely go to that in the next, well past that in the next bull market. Let's have a look. What effect to Cardano, Algorand, Salana price going forward due to the SEC actions on Binance and Kraken? What effects? I think that they're going to remain at the current levels at the moment, sitting at $54. But do you know what? I think everybody just realizes that the SEC is full of BS. So, you know, I honestly thought Bitcoin would crash, but it's still holding above 36K, which is really nice. So it's only down 1.89% in the last 24 hours, and Salana is down 2.83% as well. So it's the cryptos are holding up quite well, considering the largest fine ever given out in US history to a crypto exchange. Don't you think? I don't know, man. It's a bit weird. So yes, I'm very, very bullish. I think they'll be fine. Global warming, yes, global warming, XRP Dynamite. We have another Melburnian here. Welcome, XRP Dundee. I have to watch Crocodile Dundee. It's been a few years since I've watched that. Let's have a look here. Someone help a girl out, please. Where can I find Anthony's promo code in 3 commas? How do you... Karina. Karina, the code is down below. When you click that link, you'll be able to get access straight away. So that discount will be applied. So you can check that out. And also there are Black Friday sales occurring with 3 commas. So go check it out. So frustrating that XRP has not increased as compared to others who do nothing, merely exist. Everyone needs to be patient, just in general. And we live in a society now which is everybody wants instant gratification. Like literally they want it yesterday. They want something to happen. A lot of patience. My stock portfolio has taken me nearly 5 years to get to the point where I'm at the moment with my dividend stock portfolio. And yes, the same with my crypto portfolio. This stuff takes time. Everyone needs to be patient in this space. You can't rush. Show a bit of calm and just do your research, learn, educate yourself on the technologies that they are technologies. And yeah, there's a lot coming in this space. It will move. You have to bear in mind as well, bulls, that XRP in the previous bull market. Let's just go here. I don't like this new coin market cap thing, by the way. Just putting that out there. It's just really annoying. Let's have a look. I mean, it was $1.80 US at the peak of 21. So it's definitely not a stable coin, that's for sure, right? And obviously when the SEC went after XRP, look at if I can get my freaking finger there. $3.11 was its all-time high 2018, January 4th. So I think it will soar past that easily. Thoughts on RNT, Remcom, mate? Not too familiar with that. I have to look into it, to be quite honest. I need to look into that. So once I do, I'll put some things up in the community tab and the Patreon, of course. Hello from Clearwater, Florida. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. I'm in Queensland. Welcome, Jazzy. XRP Strong Army, agreed. What was the name of your cold wallet again? I use an Alipol Titan. So there are different models of Alipol wallets. I like the Titan, so Titan. I pretty much failed English, failed maths, but I love finance and I love money, so that it works. Anyway, but yeah, so the Alipol Titan and their official website, you purchase directly from them. And it came actually pretty quick, to be honest with you, which is nice. And yeah, it's very different because you have to keep the Alipol updated with a USB, a micro USB, which there's a very specific way you have to update the actual cold wallet itself. So just read through the instructions with your Alipol Titan, make sure you're doing it properly. And I will say that before you even think about updating your Alipol wallet, do a virus scan, a malware scan, clean your PCs completely. I highly recommend that, and just as a precautionary thing, just before you even plug that little micro SD card into your PC, clean your computer. Make sure you do that. This is a 1 hour and 12-minute live stream, bulls. So this is ticking up there. This is like the longest one I've ever done because there's a lot to talk about today. Every day, go and get a Faraday bag for your cold storage. Okay. Is it possible for XLM to hit $700? Oh, anything's possible. And I know people don't like to hear that, but literally anything is possible. Let's just have a look at XLM at the moment. We've got 27 billion circulating at the moment. 50 billion XLM is in total supply. 3.26 billion in market cap. That is growing. And when XRP moves, essentially XLM does as well. They move sort of in tandem. I mean, Jed McCaleb, the founder of XLM, I should say, Stellar, I mean, did work for Ripple. So I just tend to think of them as a fork. So, I mean, a lot of people do say that, XRP is B2B, and meaning business to business, and XLM is B2C, so business to consumer. They are partnered up with MoneyGram, I should say, as well. Let's have a look. I need that. I need it like yesterday. Need to buy my Wall Street Bull ring. Yes, Jazz, for sure. I love this thing. Although I don't recommend sleeping with a ring like this on your hand. It does weigh around about 100 to 100. I know it's probably about 120 grams of solid sterling silver, and they are rubies in the eyes, by the way. They are rubies. So yeah, I do have Black Friday, so go check it out, guys. A little bit of shameless self-promotion there, why not? Let's have a look. Thanks. My OKX waiting for verifications. Currently setting up with 3 commas, and I'm planning to learn everything from you. That's awesome. Join the Patreon. I've got full videos on there, and basically I can talk to my entire community in there as well, like I'm doing on here. So yeah, it's really easy for me to do that and speak to everybody. And by the way, if you're in the Patreon, Bulls, I will get to all of your direct messages. It's just been freaking chaotic. Absolutely wild. Let's have a look. Hold what you know what you hold. That's true. That is absolutely true. There was an investor, I can't remember his name, I've got his book up here. Anyway, he says the same thing. Let's have a look here, guys. A couple more questions. Started my crypto journey in 21, and it immediately went down and stayed down. It almost today at break even, stay the course, DCA. A lot of people are still new coming into cryptocurrencies, and for those of us who have been in this industry a while, I mean, I remember buying Bitcoin in 2016, so I'm still hold on to that Bitcoin. Don't ask me how the hell I remembered my seed phrase for my Bitcoin purchased in 2016. Yeah, obviously I didn't have as much capital back then. I was a lot younger, and it was new technology, so I'm still holding on to it. Let's have a look. A friend of mine just got locked out of his account in Canada yesterday. Wow. Scotiabank is the bank that locked him out. Cheers. Sabby. Wow. There you go. It's happening around the world. Do you see what I'm saying? And you know what? I have a theory. Just quickly, I know everyone's probably freaking exhausted here in Australia, but I'm just going to skip ads for a second here because it's going to pop up. My theory on why banks are locking, I should say investors or people in general out of depositing the crypto exchanges, because the liquidity is becoming a problem. So not a lot of people have a lot of liquidity. People are taking their money out of the banks. And remember the fractional reserve system. If you don't know about that, go look it up. It's essentially like a legal Ponzi scheme for banks to start, getting money in, lending it out, taking a profit, so on and so on. Just the vicious cycle comes non-stop. So I think, and they're also fearful from the fact that, they're not going to be making fees anymore, are they? If you're taking out the middleman, banks won't survive. Pretty much, I had a conversation with my father, I believe. Yes, it was my dad. And I asked him, because he's slowly getting into crypto, which is awesome, but the Blockbuster Video Easy, the video stores where you used to go to video shops, hire a DVD or a cassette back in the day. Anyway, I've still got my VHS tapes. And I think I've got a couple of DVDs which I never returned, but I just forgot, and I've still got them somewhere downstairs in storage. But it's the same thing. And I think banks are starting to freak out now about that. But I guess that's all going to change when central bank digital currencies come into play. I'm just becoming a freaking savage at this point in time with banks. I'm over it. I really am. Troubles with Binance could send some liquidity to LCX exchange and allowing more volumes to be traded there. Yeah, well, that's probably the reason why LCX is up today. Where are we actually? Let's have a look quickly. Let's scroll down. Yeah, it's up 39%. There you go. Quick one. We've got prospecting, purely golden prospecting. What you think of the Zoom wallet and Zaps right here? I personally don't use Zoom wallet, but I mean, if you're comfortable with it, that's fine. I don't use it. I just use my Alipol and obviously OKX and 3 commas with trading. Let's have a look here. Do you think that the banking coins will decouple from Bitcoin after the bull run? I think Bitcoin in general is going to do quite well. And yeah, I do think that not just necessarily bank coins, but coins with actual utility I mean, pretty much all of these coins anyway are the ones with utility, with actual partners like banks, institutions, governments, as much as they, they give us the, the pains. But these ones are actually working with a lot of partners, serious partners, guys. I mean, Hedera alone, their governance board is enormous, enormous. So yeah, I think they will do quite well. As I said, I'm focused on utility here. I'm not into any meme coins or any, Binance Smart Chain coins, because there's been a lot of those which were rug pulls. And yeah, utility. Utility is king. As you get older and more mature in this space, you start to deep dive into things, you get more research done. That's the truth. Let's have a look here. Do you think, no, let's have a look. I spoke personally to the head of Citibank London Crypto Exchange. He told me that the issue is the world needs to agree the crypto regulations, and that's the hold up. I agree. I think crypto regulations definitely, that's interesting. Thank you, Blisters 1771. I think that's true. We do need regulations. Banks bailings will cause riots. Yeah, I think so. And I can honestly say, if I'm sure this occurs around the world, but us Aussies here, we don't like it when Aussie banks hold our freaking hard-earned cash. Yeah, it's not good. It's not pretty. Needless to say, look, don't get me wrong, I was polite when I met with Westpac's bank manager. I am always polite to people. I'm never rude. I'm never, I treated people with respect because, that's what they deserve. It's not their fault. It's just the corporation in general. But people will lose their minds if they can't access their money like that. And it was very, very full on. And I should say, just to end up on this, I've got a couple of questions here, but the lesson learned from this is, and I've been doing this for years, by the way, it's not just this incident, and luckily I've had access to other bank accounts with other institutions, but never have just one bank account, ever. Never just have one. You need multiple at different banks for this very reason. And it could not necessarily for crypto exchange transactions, it could be for everyday things. If you can't access one particular bank account, have another that you can access to survive. It's just a general rule. I know a lot of friends of mine who only have one bank account, literally just one. So meanwhile, I've got about 20 or 30, no BS, right? So, it's just the way the things work. You have to have a backup for yourself. And also, luckily enough, I had access to my 3 commas and OKX and, yeah, crypto debit cards. So there's you're gonna like this one that's coming up. I'm working on something, so keep an eye on that. Let's have a look here. A couple more questions. VHS days, nobody thought CDs would work. Look where we are now. Blockchain is the future, 100%. I've still got like my AC/DC cassette that my father gave me when I was, very, very young. I've still got that. So there you go, man. The times have changed. It's insane. Let's have a look here. Yo, Wall Street, you're 12 hours ahead of me over here in Australia. Hook a brother up, mate. And the next time the bull run pops off, let me know so I can buy in the future. I'm in the future, apparently. Yes, it's the 22nd of November today, and it's 11 p.m. And this is officially my longest live stream, 1 hour and 21 minutes. Couple questions. Traded all my Salana for Chainlink and Casper. Excuse me. Casper's been flying, man, hasn't it? It's up like over 1,800% this year. It's insane, unbelievable. Let's have a look. Quick ones here. We've got keep them coming, and we all with you, mate. Thank you very much, Johnny B. Land of Oz. That's awesome. XRP, the Beehive finally caught alive. Hope the bank situation ironed out. Yeah, it's ironed out. I still can't believe the fact that the crypto community got behind me with this one, and this was global. It wasn't just Australia, more to the point. It was literally people from all over the world saw this. That particular post alone, I haven't checked it today, but the exposure that occurred as a result of what Westpac did to me and many, many millions of other Australians, and I should say all the banks have done to us Australians, it's been full on, and I think we're getting tired of it, and we're getting fed up with it. And I think there just needs to be clear rules and regulations here in Australia anyway. So, yeah, I don't think that was good exposure for the bank. And I normally don't like to shame things on my channel. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that in general to anyone. I don't talk bad about anyone. I don't talk shit about people like some other influencers do out there in this community. I don't do that because I don't believe in it. I think karma's really full on, but the reason why I did that was the bank literally an hour before I should say that I got all these emails and notifications, I literally rang them and said, is this transaction going to be okay? Is it going to be blocked? The bank manager at the time on the phone said to me, yes, it's fine. I've checked everything. It seems to be fine. It will go through pretty much straight away. So I was like, okay, just wanted to confirm that. Then I obviously, was waiting, and then bang, I get the email, blocked out of accounts, 45 minutes to an hour on hold, to just get a hold of someone to speak to again. And again, it was 5 p.m. that night. Spoke to someone at Westpac. They essentially told me they need, and this was no BS. I was on the phone for 1 hour, got through to somebody. That person then told me, no, I need to speak to fraud. Another further 40 minutes on the phone with them. Just insane. And then to be only told, all right, well, you don't have access to your accounts anymore. You need to go to the branch with 100 points ID. I was fuming. And yeah, I was absolutely livid. So incredible, man. Fucking insane. Sorry about swearing, but yeah, it was just ridiculous. So yeah, everything's finally resolved with that. And I made that public. I really did make it public, and the amount of messages that I received was indescribable, to the point where Westpac was responding to those tweets because of the amount of tweets that they were probably getting as well notified. Again, I think the social media manager's phone would have just been going, it would have been going crazy. Oh, let's have a look here, guys. Thanks for all you do for the crypto fan. Get some sleep, you in it. Yeah, I'm going to be getting some sleep. And actually, well, maybe not, because I've had 2 espressos tonight, but I don't give it. I'm just going to be up. Let's have a look here. ANZ only let me transfer under 140 at a time. Are you serious? Wow. There you go. Jasmine, anyone holding? No, I'm not holding that. UK loves you, brother. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. We've got afternoon from Northern Brian, is that how you pronounce it in the UK? Joined late, mate. Mega bullish next year. That's awesome, Joe. Thank you. I've got a couple more here. Great work, Bull. Thank you for useful information. Birmingham here. Go to the news about it. Yeah, 100%. I tried to get the Daily Telegraph into it, Fox Business, the Australian Financial Review as well. Not that they give a stuff about it, but who cares? I got you guys, and we can speak to each other. That's awesome. Can we start asking employers to pay us in crypto here in Australia? Yeah, you can actually. But then they would need to subsequently get their money out of their banks into a crypto exchange. Isn't that going to be fun? Let's have a look here. Coinspot MasterCard, we do not need banks. Yeah, Coinspot MasterCard. I do use it sometimes, but they're not too happy with Coinspot at the moment. Anyway. There you go, Bulls. I'm out of here. 1 hour and 26 minutes live stream. I wanted to do this and speak to my audience. There's a lot going on. So I'm going to head off now, get some rest, chill the F out finally. And I've been going since 6:30 this morning, and it's now 11 o'clock. So work never stops because I love it and I enjoy it. But thank you very much for everybody joining the live stream. If you haven't done so, join the Patreon is linked below. Join the community. I've only made it like $8.50 US. Sorry, Aussie dollars. That's $5 US a month, which is nothing compared to what the people are making with these 3-commerce bots when the market picks itself back up. And and I've had a lot of messages in the Patreon as well, by the way, that those bots have been making some pretty life-changing gains for people, literally making more money than they do in a day than they do in their daily jobs. And that's what I like. I like to help people, man. I think that's what my calling was, to be honest with you, on this channel. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. If you are new to the live stream right now, go back and watch it. I'll put it back up. But thank you very much. I really appreciate every single one of you. The 2,446 people at the time that have watched this. Thank you so much. As bullish as anything, all right? Stay safe, and I'll speak to everybody tomorrow in the video. Join the Patreon, follow me on social media, and go check out the rings if you're interested. Link is below. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Where's the espresso, Scott? I'm going to end up on this one. There's the espresso. All right, Bulls, have a good night, a good evening. And if it's morning, good morning, have an espresso. All right, peace out, Bulls. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.